This Levi Ruth, the Dragon Slayer, suited for you. Big respect.
Yes, guys, Suited for You podcast. Today we're here with
Paul. Paul band's name.
Let's get into it, man. Catch me up, innit? What you been up to, bro?
Don't know, I left school and then sort of went like off grid.
Yeah.
And just joined the army or whatever. And I just left home and then went up north and just started training.
Yeah, man. Bro, fucking, like, last time we say we're going to catch up, innit? And then we never do,
it was
bro.
always
Times never work out, innit? Because
it was always odd
you
time.
can explain, man.
Yeah.
But obviously, bro, like, army shit was just...
It was always in the way.
nice. You still do that?
Yeah, I'm still in.
Have you been drafted at all?
Nah, but there's a few things coming up.
Yeah?
Yeah, but
Can't
really
talk
get
about
into
it. Right,
Yeah.
bro. Chat to me then. What? Do you still enjoy it?
Do I still enjoy it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the only way that I can explain it is that it's good and it's bad.
Yeah.
Like, you love it, but you hate it.
Yeah. What, like early mornings and shit?
Yeah, but you're with the lads and that, so like it's good.
Yeah.
Like, you go through training together and all this lot. Like you meet new people, and you just kind of get in with them, and like it's like the whole trauma bonding thing.
Yeah.
And it's like you're all together, but you're all in the shit. But like because you're with the lads, it's good. Like you like it.
I was watching, do you know David Goggins?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching what he was saying about the seals. You have to like be out in the middle of the ocean, bruv.
Yeah.
Getting smashed by freezing cold waves. And you can go back at any time, but you have to last for like 4 hours in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, it's all down to you, innit? Like,
But if everyone's there together, so you feel like as a team, but you also feel like you're there by yourself.
Yeah.
Because it's like you against you.
It's all in here, really. Like, it's not. I ain't gonna sit here and like tell everyone's story because it's down to you. It's down to you as a person. Like, someone else could take it differently to how I took it.
Yeah.
But I mean, me personally, it was working on like fitness and things like that and whatever. It was just mainly that. Like, I knew what I was bad at.
Yeah.
And I knew what I needed to work on. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna work on it.
Yeah, man. Chat to me about some of the experiences more in depth.
So you start off, you apply or whatever. I applied online. You can go up to like a career centre. It took me like maybe 9 months to join.
Okay.
I applied in school, so I knew I wasn't going to college or anything like that. I was like,
Yeah, I remember
sweet,
you said, yeah.
Yeah, so like, I knew what I was doing anyway. And then you go for something called an assessment centre, and they basically just test like your physical fitness or whatever, and like your academical fitness, like you do a maths test and whatever. And
did you pass?
Yeah, surprisingly.
Cool.
But yeah, then after that you get sent back or whatever. It's like mine was like a 2-day thing. Usually it's like a just the day
Yeah.
you do it, but I stayed overnight or whatever. And it was like the hottest day of the year when I done it, so it was like I was sweating.
What, did you still have to wear like army shit?
Nah, it's all civvies. It's all like it's just whatever you want to wear, and then you do like the bleep test, and well, it depends because sometimes they do the 2K run, whatever.
Yeah.
And
like PE lesson then.
Yeah, literally like
Take
school.
you,
And then they just test everything, and then they basically tell you if you're fit enough or you're smart enough to join. And then they send you off, and then there's like, depending on your age, there's like you either go to Catterick or Harrogate. And Harrogate is where I went because I was young. And they do like a long course and short course there. Like you can go there for 6 months, you can go there for 12 months. I done the 12 because I was too young. So I had to stay in Harrogate for 12 months. There's like I think it was like 2 leaves in between or something.
Okay.
So you could see your family and that. Like, you
How long are you there each time?
Couple of months, just like.
How far away is that from where we're from?
Don't know, like 5 hours.
Oh, it's time then.
Yeah,
it's not around the corner.
It's like above Leeds.
Okay.
Yeah, but I went there or whatever. They gave me they have 2 intakes. There's one in March and one in September, I think. And then I went in like the September intake, and you do your 6 weeks at the start. You sign your contract or whatever. They bring you into this massive like assembly place or whatever, and they make you do your little oath. Yeah, sign your contract. Yeah, sign your life away.
Yeah.
And like a couple of lads were there, and obviously it was new to them because like some lads had never been that far from home or whatever.
Oh, is it? So did you have a couple people like
Yeah, like they
freak out and shit?
Yeah, they tipped up. The lads were crying and that. And
Did you have anyone that was like ruthless and was just like taking the piss, like mocking it?
Yeah,
So you've got like two extremes.
Yeah. It's like there's two different types of people.
Yeah.
And I first tipped up. There's something called a parade square, so like you do all your marching and that. And that's where I first tipped up. And
what does tipped up mean?
Like just rocked up, like
turned
up.
All right.
But yeah, like I tipped up or whatever, and the first thing I seen was this corporal, and he turned around to me and he went, "Oi, Blondie, get over here." I was like,
"That's how it's gonna be then."
I was like, "Fuck, like, what I got myself into?" And he was like, "What are you doing here?" I was just like, "I'm here to join," and he was just like, "Yeah, sweet, line up over there." And then like they drug test you or whatever, and then
failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you stay there for like 6 weeks. Then once you sign your contract, after like it's the first 26 days of training, you can't leave no matter what. So like once you've signed it, it's like even if you wanted to leave, like legally you can't. So it's like yeah, people were.
That's probably what made people freak out more. Like because when you have the choice of going home.
Yeah,
I know. I've heard of workplaces that have like you can take as much holiday as you want, and people end up taking none. Yeah, because it's like a backwards thing. Yeah. But then people that have like, right, you can only take 20 days holiday, and people
they
like,
take it.
Do you know what I mean? They use 20 days and 40 days of working.
Yeah.
So when people know they can't go home, that's probably like.
It's like the whole. It's like the whole being like trapped or whatever.
That's what I mean.
Don't want to feel trapped.
Now it's like you want what you can't have, and if you can't go home, then suddenly you're missing your own bed.
Yeah. That's what got to a lot of people. It was like being far from home or whatever. Like when we were signing the contracts or whatever. Like there was lads that were like, nah, I ain't signed it.
Really?
They just went home, yeah. So they went all that way, like with their parents. Their parents dropped them off or whatever, and then like they have to call the parents up like half an hour later saying like, nah, I ain't doing it.
That's insane. Yeah. That's insane that they do that like to sign a contract.
Yeah, I know. That's like the very beginning. There's like loads to it. It was like the first 6 weeks. They hammering down on you like. They want to see who's like the weak ones and who's the strong ones, whatever. And like they're basically just trying to get you to leave. Like they want people to leave.
They want like the best of the best.
Yeah, pretty much. And then so at the start of the year we started off with like 48 or something like that, and then like we finished with 18 or something. Yeah, I know.
Less than half.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, something.
Did you was you like making friends and then they'd just be like?
Yeah, like. The lads that you're like with, like together, it's like you get close. Yeah. Like you obviously get to know each other. Like I joined with the mindset of being like, no, I'm keeping to myself, whatever. Like I'm not gonna get in with the lads, and then like you naturally get along.
Bro, like I can imagine when you're going through like them experiences with them, like it's hard to not, innit? Like if you're going through all of that,
it's like they do like icebreakers and things like that. Okay. And like you're showering with these lads and things like that, things that you've never done like with strangers. And then it's like you just kind of naturally get along and you start making jokes and that. Some people fall out, whatever. Like there's loads of dramas.
Was there scraps?
Yeah, we had loads.
Is it? Loads?
Yeah. We had.
You've got like because the type of people that join army are like all like boisterous and shit. Yeah. So when they're all like in one, and if you're not getting along with someone, it's not like you can go fucking sleep somewhere else, is it? Like you're
like stuck with them. So it's like it's like that whole being cornered, like you just kind of.
But both people are like cornered, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
it gets like mega stressful and whatever. And then we had there's a thing called a company, right? And there's different companies in Harrogate, and there's like Burma company, Anime company, whatever. And that's a group of like they're made up of platoons, right?
Okay.
And platoons are like 20 people or something like that, and that's like your platoon. Like I was 21 platoon, but yeah, there's like 21 platoon, 20 platoon, 19 platoon, whatever, and that makes up Burma company.
Okay.
And then there's like different companies like in the camp.
And are them platoons and companies that they like the groups that you like live with and stuff like that?
Yeah, like we're all in like the same block. Like the company is in the same block, but the platoons
have
are
different
like
rooms.
Yeah, they're like in different corridors.
Okay, that makes sense. How many beds did you have in a room?
There's 12-man rooms.
So it's not like 3.
No. It's just like I got it good though, because like as I was coming up the corridor with all my like bags and all that lot, the sergeant was stood there and he was like, right, choose a room, like whatever room you want. And I was just like, yeah, sweet. And I went in and I was like the first bloke in this room, and I was like, I want the best bed space, like.
Yeah.
And then I got like the corner bed space, and I was like, yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
It's tucked away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know one of my friends. He's got proper bad, like, I don't know what the issue's called, isn't it? But it's an issue where he like, if we go into a restaurant or if we're like waiting for a train or something, he has to always have his back to the wall.
Yeah.
Because he gets proper like sketched out.
Like, you have to look at everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can imagine like, especially the sort of like, you're not around fucking beta males, are you? Do you know what I mean? You're not like these guys are like ready to go.
Everyone's like proper territorial and
yeah.
And like, yeah. But yeah, that's where like most of the arguments come from, because the training stuff, they're trying to get in your head, like they want you to be stressed out all the time, like loads of pressure or whatever, and they're just trying to see who crumbles or whatever. And going back to the company thing, because everyone there is always stressed. It was kind of like, you know, like football, and obviously like different teams like fight each other and things like this. Yeah. It was sort of like that. Like the companies would fight each other. Like we'd have a disagreement, like, or something, like with anything. It could be.
And then everyone from your company would back you. Everyone from theirs would. Okay.
Yeah, and then like we'd meet, like, let's say different companies, their block was empty because they were out doing something at the moment. We'd be like, right, yeah, sweet. We'd all meet there, and then like it would be like a big 20-man fight. Like,
swear.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, mate.
Brilliant, like.
Bro.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, I'm sure like the sergeants probably don't even like. They don't even really. They probably prefer that, innit?
Yeah, they don't
like, it's
care,
treating
really.
you like how to be adults. Like, the more, you know.
Yeah,
it's not. They don't want you to fucking go into the corner, take 5 deep breaths and walk out. Do they? Do you know what I mean? They want you to be like,
to be in there. Like,
go face it head on.
But that's the thing, though. So all the officers, they're like all the posh ones. They're like they've got money behind them and things like this and like whatever. But all the ones that have worked their way up through the rank from the bottom, they're like the working class. Like, they're the people that have like grafted, whatever. They've come from poor families, things like that. So like, they don't really care. But like, the officers are like, they care.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't want you fighting or whatever. Like, I came back. We came back from a fight. It happened on the weekend. It was out in Harrogate or whatever. I came back with a black eye, and I got called into the office for it. And I had a female officer, like, we call them Mum.
Okay.
And she was questioning me about it or whatever. She was just like, why have you got a black eye? All this.
You call her Mum?
Mum. It's like.
Oh, right.
It's like the formal.
Yeah. I was going to say, we called her Mum.
That's what I said, yeah.
yeah.
But, what's it? I told her that I fell over in the shower, and she was like, I don't believe you. And I was just like, well, like, I fell over in the shower.
My word against yours, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing you can say against it. Like, I fell over in the shower, what?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
Yeah, she walked out or whatever, and my sergeant was there, and he was like, no, I know you went in a fight, and like, I know what's happened, all this. Like, you don't need to bullshit me, but like, good on you, son.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can imagine, like, for them, when they're trying to like teach, it's about going from a boy to a man, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
And fights come with that. Do you know what I mean? Like, the more you know, it's like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's like the more you go through that shit. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? The people that have the best morals are normally the ones that have been hurt the most, and the people that have the most disciplined life are normally the ones that have seen people that haven't been disciplined, and then drug addicts, whatever. Do you know what I mean? And they know that that's, once you've seen like the bad, you know how to be good. So
yeah, it's like a social experiment as well, because you're chucking lads from all different backgrounds. Like, there's posh people, there's poor people.
I can imagine,
yeah, all different cultures, religions, whatever, and they're all just chucked in the same room for a year, and it's just like, what's going to happen? And like, some people just get along really well.
Yeah.
But like,
it's like a Squid Game, bro. Yeah. It's literally like a Squid Game, isn't it? Like,
but
that's insane.
It's like, you're tested all the way throughout anyway. So like, you do your first 6 weeks or whatever, and then after your first 6 weeks, you get to go home for like a week or two, and like, you see your family, whatever. Like, you have a little parade, and like, your family are there, whatever.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice and cute.
Yeah, little cute parade and that.
Yeah, sandwiches.
Yeah. Yeah. Then I went home for like 2 weeks or whatever, and lads, like, once they got a taste of home, they're like, I don't want to go back. Cause like,
oh shit! So that was like round 2 of the start.
Yeah, it's like, this is like the start, and it's like they get a little taste of being like comfortable at home, because like they've just been thrashed for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then like, They get home and it's all comfortable. They've got their own bed and that, their own privacy, and like the head's not shaved all the time.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I forgot to mention that. Like when you turn up, you get your head shaved and that. Like
fuck. So you've just got loads of like angry little stressed out bald heads like, running around in these platoons. Right. Okay.
And that, like.
Okay. Yeah. Coming up, slipping in the shower and getting black eyes.
Yeah. That's pretty much what happened. But yeah, you turn up first couple of days, you shave your head. And then like you're straight in. It's like I think you do like a run. Like that's the first thing you do. Like you go out on a run, see what everyone's fitness is like, whatever. But yeah, like I said, like they go home or whatever, and then we was all coming back to camp, and there's certain lads who are like, oh, I'm not coming back because like my bird doesn't want me back or something like that, or like I don't like it. I like home and all this sort. But to do that, they'd have to go through the system of leaving. They can't just not turn up.
Okay.
Because like they could get arrested for it. It's that whole thing of going AWOL. And
so it's like escaping prison.
Yeah, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
Not that I'm calling it prison. Do you know what I mean? But yeah.
Like your life is like signed away anyway. You signed your life to them. So like you going away is like you just running away from them. And you can get arrested for it and things like this, charged, whatever.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, like don't do that.
Yeah. Okay. No, it makes sense. It's something that like you wouldn't think about, but it does. That's mad, isn't it? Even just if you join the army and then just decide not to turn up, you have like police knocking on the door.
Yeah, yeah. Like I went AWOL once, but it was by accident. Like it weren't even my fault, and it was because I was in Bobby. This is like the phase 2. This is like after I've done my year or whatever. So now I'm in like the second stage of training. This is like 7 months long or something, but it varies. And I was going on leave. I had loads of leave days booked or whatever, and I was going on leave.
So is that like holiday?
Yeah, it's like you just get to go home, you get to do whatever you want, but like they need to know where you are, pretty much. Like if you're going on holiday, you tell them where you're going.
And on this time, can you still not like drink? That obviously take drugs. Obviously you wouldn't anyway because it's illegal. But
yeah, I mean,
do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I mean, I ain't gonna say the stories, but
like,
yeah.
Do they not drug test you when you come back and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's randomised. It's not booked in, so like you could get drug tested at any point. Okay. So they could drug test you one weekend and then like leave it a day and like make everyone think that they've got away with it and all this lot. Okay. And then like everyone's going out taking drugs and then they could drug test you the very next day.
Okay, that makes
sense.
Like
again and just be like, fuck all you lot. Like.
So it's like I suppose like airport bag searches and shit. It's just
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, so
I mean,
anyway,
lads do it anyway, like. Yeah. But it's not. I'm not painting a bad picture on the army. That was just like.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
That like they always get caught out anyway. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna say that.
No, you're cool, boy. If there's any parts you want me to take out, do you know what I mean? I edit this myself, innit? So, but what was you saying? Yeah, so you book in leave days.
Yeah, so I was booking in my leave days with my sergeant. And he had his laptop out, and you book it online. It's like some defence gateway. It's like a website with all the soldiers on it, and it's got all your records and things like that. And that's how you book leave and take courses, whatever. And he said that he was booking it on, and like he said it was like left down to him. He was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. Go pack your bags, like leave." I was like, "Yeah, sweet." I went back to my room or whatever, and I left, and I got all the way home. I got back to Suffolk. I was going to my nan's, and bear in mind this is like in Bovington. This is like Bournemouth. It's like down south. Well far. And I woke up the next morning to one of my corporals calling me, and he was like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "What do you mean, where am I? I'm on leave. Like, you know that." Yeah. And he was like, "Yeah, but you ain't booked in leave properly. So like right now your class is AWOL." And I was like, "What? Like you're lying." Oh. Yeah,
especially because this is second stage, so you've heard about people doing that.
Yeah, and it was like a big deal and whatever. And like I got up out of bed and he was like, "You need to come back now." And I was like, "I can't come back." Like I was like, "Is there no way like you can like log onto my account, whatever, and do it for me?"
Could they not just chat to the guy that was meant to book it on?
Yeah, I spoke to him. I was like, I thought you was meant to book it on. And he was just like, "Nah, like I thought that was down to you." I was just
what? What? So
like, what?
Wait, I thought you were just gonna say, "Oh no," he just said he forgot.
Nah,
no, he tried to like flip it.
He tried to say that it was my fault, and I was like, but because he was my sergeant, I couldn't really say anything against it. I was just like, well, alright, yeah, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
But
fuck. And to be fair, bro, like you've answered the phone, innit? They know you're not fucking like.
Yeah. But Yeah, that was like
fucking hell,
that was
a bit
one
of a
almost
scare,
went
innit?
AWOL. Yeah, they were sending like military police to my nan's house and that. Like I was in bed, like kip it. Yeah.
We're going like armed police and shit.
At
Like,
my nan's house. Like.
yeah, bro. Fucking hell. I was just making fucking egg on toast or something.
Yeah,
fucking
proper.
hell. But chat to me, bro. What some of these like team building exercises, experiences, sort of stuff? Like, what's the hardest one?
Log runs.
Oh,
Log
not
runs.
even time to think about
it. Nah, log runs or like Kazovacs and things like that. Because there's three things which are like rats, and it's called a log run, a stretcher run, or a gun run.
Okay.
And gun runs like mainly for artillery. Stretcher runs like mainly for everyone. That's like what everyone does anyway. And a log run is just.
Is that running with a log?
Does. Yeah, like it's literally just a big log.
And you're carrying it like that? Or
nah, like sometimes
rolling?
It depends how nice they are being with you. Like in Harrogate, they didn't have handles, but it was literally just the log, and like you had it on your shoulder or whatever, and you just run. And
like that or like
just like on your shoulder, like it's just
okay,
it's just there, and then it's like they'll soak it with like water overnight or something, like leave it out to like in the rain.
So it's like heavy.
Yeah, and it's like it gets heavier, and by the end of it, like you're piss wrapped and fucking you just. Yeah, you just
piss wrapped.
It's all army slang. Like
it's not like,
is like
what it sounds like. Is it?
It's like you're wet.
Oh, okay.
Piss
I thought you meant
like
wrapped in piss or something.
Nah.
Like you pissed yourself. I was like, mate, how bad can log running be? Do you know what I mean?
Nah.
And what's the other one?
Kazovacs and gun runs. So gun runs is like that's for the artillery mainly, but we still do it anyway because why not?
Yeah.
But
good to know.
Yeah, it's like, do you know the artillery like the weapons that they have?
I know Call of Duty, bro.
The big. Basically, they have like a big cannon sort of thing. The only way I can describe it, and you can take it apart and things like this. And you take it apart and like you can move it into a different location, but it's all in different bits, isn't it? And
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
They try and train you for an emergency situation. Let's say your vehicle's broke down or whatever, and you need to move that gun. Like all of them separate pieces need to be moved by like on foot. And like you're working as a team to get that to a different location, and it could be like 10 miles away, but like you still got to get that kit over to there. So like now you have to run with all that kit.
What, 10 miles?
Like if it is 10 miles, then yeah. Sometimes it's like only 5. So
can you run 10 miles?
I'll struggle, but yeah, I can. Yeah. I mean, like I wouldn't say I'm the fittest, but there is like a lot of lads fitter than me. Like I'm working on it at the moment.
Do you do like when you do shit now? Because I remember when we were in school and everyone sort of used to do gym for a bit and then die off, and then do you know what I mean? Do you think now you've got a very much like, do you know what I mean? Like, but I'm doing everything to the hardest.
Yeah, I mean,
because David Goggins is a good guy for that, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's literally he'll run.
A lot of the lads watch him. Yeah.
Is it Borrow? He's like because a lot of people, especially with the army, innit, not many people are like mainstream, and he's just done Joe Rogan and that. Yeah, he's not like mainstream, but he talks like he's run like 100 miles weekends consecutively.
Yeah, fuck that.
But like when his ankles are broken and shit.
Yeah.
But do you think you're like not out of choice? Borrow, he does have a choice, and that's tapped. But do you think you could like you're willing to do that sort of shit?
I mean, like, I'd give it a go, yeah, but it's not something that like I'm appealed to. Like he is. Like he feeds off it like it's a drug.
Mate, he's
like,
tapped. Bro.
Nah, like I'd be in clip the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean.
Do you think you're more like disciplined though with the shit you do now?
Yeah, like I changed as a person completely. Like beforehand, I was obviously doing like the wrong things and whatnot. And then as soon as I joined it, like they started teaching you lessons, and it's like working as a team and things like that. Like even if you don't like the person, like you still have to work with them. And like there was people that I hated, but like you have to get along with them. And like you just kind of have to suck it up and be like it's whatever.
You just got to like sort of take situations for as they are a bit more.
Yeah.
Do you like disciplined in the way that like getting out of bed in the morning and shit like that? Does that change?
Yeah. I mean, for work, but when I'm on leave, I'm in bed
of course,
time,
bro. But like, is it more? Is that what you call it, work?
Yeah, like we just call it work. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I don't really see anything else we could call it.
Yeah, that's insane. It's like, because I know that's everything's discipline, isn't it? Yeah. You watch any like how to get better at this, how to get better at that. It's all down to like motivation isn't real. Motivation is bullshit, bro. It's discipline. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's motivation is just like It's nothing in it.
It's there for like a little bit.
Yeah, and then there's no point getting it.
Yeah.
There's no point learning how to be motivated. You've got to learn how to be disciplined.
You got to do it yourself.
Like this podcast has shit moments. Do you know what I mean? It's the good moments is why I do it. But them shit moments, you need to act the same in the shit and in the good. So when I say how's the army and you say good and bad, I'm sure when it's good and bad, you don't treat it differently. Do you know what I mean? You might think about it differently, but there's no like. You're not thinking, oh shit, at the moment. I might just think about leaving, because you can't. Do you know what I mean? There's like, because if you're like, and it goes back to different backgrounds. Like, if you're like that about shit, then you're not gonna be successful in anything. Do you know what I mean? You need to go, like the hard times is what makes you better at shit. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
That's what was like building most of the lads anyway, because like they'd never been anything through that. And then, like, you kind of develop as a person through it. Yeah. It's like the whole like breaking you down as a person and like rebuilding you back up as this new person or whatever. 100,
definitely. Yeah. What else then, bro? What else? Some of the hardest experiences? I want to hear it.
There's loads. It's like, so when I got to regiment, this is like, so I've gone through all my training or whatever. It took like a year and 7 months or something, and then I got to regiment and I still weren't 18. Like, so I was like the youngest bloke, and everyone else was 18 around me, things like this. All my mates were 18, and I was like the youngest bloke. And my dad served beforehand, so some of his mates are still serving at the moment.
Okay, was you doing it with them?
Yeah, I'm in regiment with them now.
Okay.
So like I joined his old regiment, and
that's quite cool.
Yeah. So there's a few people that know me like here and there, but it's all like adults. Like now you're in with like the real ones.
Yeah.
You're like people that have served like 15, 20 years and things like this.
Okay.
And like you sort of learn off them. Like you learn like little tips and tricks and like how to look after yourself and whatnot. And like now you're living in a single man accommodation, so like you've got your own room, you've got your own space. Like it's just down to you. But if you fuck up, then like they'll let you know about it.
So how many people from your stage 1 and 2 are now where you are?
I'm not sure. A lot of them have left. I know that.
Below like 20? Obviously from the 48 to 18.
Yeah.
Was it? Because it almost feels like a filter system, innit? Where it's like at each level, you get like the really not made for it go out.
Yeah.
And then a bit further down, maybe like after like a month.
Yeah.
And then it drops off, and then at the end, yeah.
But it's just down to the person. Like I can't leave now. I'm legally not allowed to.
Okay.
Because once you get into regiment and things like that, or once you turn 18, you have to serve 4 years.
Okay.
So like once you join, you have to do your 4 years because they've spent all this money training you, and like if you was just to get one day in and be like, nah, fuck this, like I'm good, and just leave, it's like.
So what if like what if you just didn't, innit? Like, what if you just went there? Obviously, I know you wouldn't do this, but what if you just went, alright, you still turned up, but you just didn't get out of bed? And then when they've chucked you in something, you just didn't do it. What did you do? Would you go to jail? Like
we have a lad like that at the moment. I'm not gonna
say
his name, but he is terrible. Like, cause
is it?
I turned up and like, to be honest, he was pretty sweet. Like he weren't that bad. Like he was still at work and things like this. But then like, I think he messed up on something, and like there's a thing called Nagai, and it's literally just like a work parade, but that work parade is 24 hours long. So like you're on guard. And whatever, like you just stand at a gate and like guard the gate
for 24 hours.
Yeah, like you do it at like 2 hours at a time, and then you have like 4 or 5 hours off, and then like you go back on it for 2 hours. Okay. But it's for like 24 hours straight.
So when do you sleep for 5 hours? Do 2 hours? Sleep 5 hours?
Yeah. Like roughly, that's what most lads do. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want in your own time.
Yeah. So you could do like 2 hours, spend 5 hours doing whatever, 2 hours, and then sleep 5, and then
yeah. Like you could do that if you want, but it depends what jobs are on. Because the guard room, they're kind of like they do all the jobs around the camp. Like they unlock all the doors, they have all the keys and things like this. Like it's all down to them. So like if someone needs letting in somewhere, they'll wake you up and be like, yeah, come open this door and like whatever.
Okay.
But that's like the punishment or whatever. That's like because it's terrible. Like it'll be on a Saturday or something like that, when everyone else is like enjoying their weekend. You're like in work.
So what do you do on the weekend?
Go out.
What, in Harrogate?
Nah, I'm not in Harrogate anymore. I'm in Catterick.
Okay, so do you go out in that area?
I mean, sometimes, yeah. I've stopped going out recently because I mean it's just not really like it's not really my thing anymore. I mean like it's less appealing.
Yeah, neither.
Like, I don't really like it. I quite like staying in whatever. Like,
I went out for like probably like 2 months.
Yeah,
Bro, literally, I haven't been out in like 2 years, and it's just
You just fall
I
out.
know what you mean, bro. It's like once you realise, like, especially when you're not going out in somewhere like London.
Yeah.
Where there's like one, maybe two clubs, and there's like 3, maybe 4 pubs.
Yeah.
And you seeing the same people every weekend.
Yeah, it's like,
mate,
it's like, rinse and repeat, and it's like you fall down that cycle, and it's just like, this is shit.
Yeah, like I would consider. I probably still wouldn't, innit? I'm not gonna lie, but I'd consider going out if I lived in somewhere like London. Because you can pick a different place, and each club has like area. Different nights. Do you know what I mean? And you can do shit.
Events.
I probably still wouldn't, innit? But it's more appealing. Do you know what I mean? It's more appealing.
Yeah.
But that seems insane. That's quite cool.
You just like out of work. You are literally just a civvy again. Like you're just a regular person. Like there's no rank, no nothing like that. Like some of us lads go out on the piss with each other and things like that, but. Like, there's no rank. Like, I'm out on the piss with like the corporals and that and whatever.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you kind of mix in on the weekends. It's like building that whole bond or whatever.
That's quite cool, yeah. Because then you're still technically.
Yeah, it's like a lot more relaxed.
Benefiting everyone.
The only way that I can describe it is how they described it to me. So phase 1, like they have a noose around your neck, right? And it's like it's mega tight. Like they're pulling on that noose. Yeah. And then like you get to phase 2, they sort of loosen the noose, but like if you fuck up, then like they'll tighten it again. And then like once you get to regiment, it's practically off, and it's just your own thing. But if you fuck up, then they'll whack that noose back on.
Okay,
that's
so
the
it's
way
sort of
I
like
describe it.
It's sort of like I forgot the saying, but they'll like give you that trust.
Yeah.
Until you break it.
Yeah, it's and like then, if you fuck up, then like we'll let you know that you fucked up. But like just don't fuck up.
Yeah, and like the more you get on, I'm sure it makes it easier hanging with people that have been doing like 15 years. Because they know like
the game, they know how it works and things like this, and like you just sort of like learn lessons off of them. And, like they teach you or whatever, but a lot of the time they've got rank anyway, so like you kind of look up to them, like they give you jobs, things like this.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to getting drafted?
Not really. It's 6 months.
Okay, where is it? Or can you not say?
No.
Alright. Cool, bro. We'll say Azerbaijan. So when you go to Azerbaijan, like, do you know? Is it a lot of stuff? How can I say? Like, is a lot of stuff like is it? Do you know what you're expecting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's alright then.
Yeah, you have like loads of briefs or whatever. You get like loads of information on where you're going and things like this, and it's like what you're going to be doing, what your objective is, like rules of engagement, things like this, like all the rules.
Okay.
And like you write it down in your notepad, whatever. You sat there taking down notes, and like you just sort of memorise it and what's going to happen, like how it's going to work, how long you're out there, things like this. And
so in the day, do you have like a classroom as well?
Recently, not really, because we've just been working on the tanks. But other than that, like sometimes there is classroom work, like if you're taking a course or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I was doing signals, so that's like radios and things like this.
Okay.
And that was like classroom work, like death by PowerPoint. Like.
Okay, so what actually is your role? Like, what do you do?
I'm a warrior driver.
That sounds cool, bro. That sounds cool, innit? That should be like an Instagram bio or something. So what is that about?
So you go through phase 2 or whatever, and you get your Cat H license. This is specific to the regiment that I was joining.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could get your Cat C license or your Cat H. That's like those are the 2 options if you was going armoured corps. And for the regiment I was joining, they're warrior drivers. Like they need them, so that's the course that I took. And it was like a 6-week course of just you constantly up the tank park, learning about this vehicle, going out taking it on drives and things like this, and whatever, like doing night drives, like driving with NVGs and shit like that on, and then you just kind of get used to the vehicle, how to fix it, whatever, like literally everything about it, and then you just now you're trained on it, and that's your job role.
Fair play.
Yeah,
it's good, man. Yeah. Do you enjoy it? Are you like that's your favourite?
Oh yeah, that's the best bit about it. Yeah, like being. Like everyone disagrees because they're all like, "Oh, being a gunner's better, or being a commander."
I suppose what if that's your job, or
yeah,
like
I quite like driving. Yeah,
definitely, bro.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
You're driving an armoured fighting vehicle. Why not? Like, I mean,
it's like good, like Boris, like COD in real life.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Like,
yeah.
I mean, that's what I enjoy anyway. Like,
bro, it's been an hour already. Well,
has it?
40 minutes, man. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
We'll definitely have to do a part 2 though. Are you on Christmas leave now?
Yeah.
So do you have like Easter leave or whatever?
Because of that operation or whatever, it's like I'm in training or whatever. Like they're doing post-op training.
Well, bro, next time you're free in it. Like,
yeah.
You know where we are. So, guys, we just tied up the episode with Paul. I hope you enjoyed. The videos are on the screen. Go subscribe and like. Hope you guys enjoyed, man.
But,
right. Well, seeing you again, man. Yeah, man. We'll have to